Hi all, and welcome to another edition of the DG Update. This time we're coming to you from the All Abilities Play Space down here on the foreshore. What a fabulous park this has turned out to be, and I know that many of our clubs in our district have contributed a lot to make this happen. It's particularly relevant that we're here this month because of course April is Maternal and Child Health Month for Rotary International. I do have a confession to make regarding last month's DG Update. Given the size and the scale of the Joint District Conference, March just really flew by. Like many of you, I was absolutely blown away by the outstanding speakers, the exceptional venue, and the opportunity to meet as many Rotarians of WA as we did at the conference. So in total, we sold over 700 tickets to various packages for the conference, and we all lost count of the many people who passed on their thanks and appreciation for such a great event, and I've ensured this feedback and the full credit has been all passed on to the fabulous conference committee who put it all together and made it happen. The feel-good factor from the conference doesn't have to end so soon, however. The speaker videos and photos are all available at the website below. Likewise, if you met someone from our sister district who you'd like to be put in contact with, don't hesitate to send us an email and we'll do our very best to track them down for you. The conference, of course, was also just the beginning of the build-up to the centenary of Rotary in Australia in April 21. A number of clubs are already celebrating this in different ways, and I hope that your club has found an appropriate way to mark such an important occasion and to ensure that we all take a moment to celebrate what is Rotary's very beginnings here in Australia. There is, of course, the much anticipated Centennial Gala Ball being held at the Ritz-Carlton on Friday the 23rd of April. I have heard there are a few tickets still available, and I encourage you to head straight to the booking site and grab your ticket to an event that won't be repeated for another 100 years. Of course, a highlight of this event will be the announcement of the winner of the inaugural Dr. Ken Collins Award for WA Rotarian of the Year. Stay tuned to the end of this update where I will have the names of the 3 finalists for this year to share with you. As the Rotary year begins to wind down, or up, we thought it was a good opportunity to profile some of our leaders at District. This month I'm delighted to be joined by DGN Iniki Oliver. Iniki, welcome. As you're aware, we're currently looking for the next District Governor nominee.
We are.
And I thought it might be interesting to hear from you with your views on the process, training and support so far on your journey to DG in 2022-23. So what made you want to put your hand up to be the DG?
I think for me the timing was right. I'd been in Rotary for quite a few years and I'd held quite a few different positions in the club. So committee members and also at district level I'd been on the membership committee. And work-wise for me I was now working reduced working hours, so I had a little bit more time. But I was really keen to learn more about the whole Rotary machine and I had been tapped on the shoulder a couple of times and said, you know, we could use your skills and things, and I thought, well, if you need me then I'll have a go at it. So yeah.
Absolutely. So what do you think it takes to be a good district governor?
I think one of the main thing is that you certainly have to have that commitment to the ideals of Rotary, and also to walk that talk, to live that integrity, the 4-way test and understand all of that. I think also to be a good DG, I think some of the things you need to have is good communication skills, to have some self-awareness of your own strengths and weaknesses so that you can get that team together of people that you need to fill those gaps that you know you might not do so well yourself type thing. I think those things are important, but I do think also you must have an openness to new ideas, empathy for people, respect of course, and understanding that in Rotary it's not one size fits all. You know, there's all different shapes and sizes in our clubs, all different demographics and things like that. So I think a commitment to understanding that and helping to build on that is one of the good things that you need to be a DG. So the leadership skills are important. Certainly they are, but I think that's part of it. You've also got to know how to be a good team builder as well, and be part of that team. It's not just a one person at the top position. No. Too hard to do that with one on your own.
As we know, I can certainly attest to the team game. Absolutely. And the strengths and weaknesses which do come to the fore, which is to be fair. Look, the other question I did want to ask you is, given that you're going to be the DG in 22-23, where do you see the future of Rotary in Western Australia in 5 to 10 years' time, do you think?
Well, in 5 to 10 years' time gives me a little bit of scope. So if we're edging out more towards the latter part of that, because I think there's a lot of work that's already being done at the moment, what I think is fabulous about Rotary is the potential of what's there and the possibilities and the opportunities. And that's, it's across everything. I actually think it's quite possible to see a Rotaract club associated with every university, or every university having a Rotaract club. I don't think it's impossible to think of most high schools having an Interact club, and that in that way early act clubs going into primary schools. I think that's something that we could really work on in the next few years. I think at club level, the idea of hybrid meetings is very attractive to me. I think having meetings where people can meet in person but also have that online presence at the same time simultaneously. And that can open right up to clubs having people dropping into their meetings from nationally and internationally, joining into clubs. I think that will broaden the scope for clubs and in their meeting areas and also in their project building and things like that.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
The world has become, actually it's more open to all of us in this technology age, and I think the possibilities are endless of what we can actually do. But one of the main things for me with Rotary in the next few years that I'd like to see happen is we need to shout out loud a bit more about what we do. I had someone come to my house the other day, pest control guy. He comes from a little place called Tasmania, and he said, Rotary's really big in Tasmania. It doesn't seem to do much around here. And I thought, what? So we really need to get our voices out there and really need to talk about the work that we do in the community. And the more that we do that, the more that we show that Rotary is made up of people of all different ages and all different shapes and sizes, and that's increasing all the time. That's the best thing we can do to promote it, and I think we need to do a bit more of that. And I'm hoping in the next 5 to 10 years there'll be a lot more of that happening.
Very exciting times ahead.
Hope so.
It's going to be a magical next 3 to 5 years, I would think, and 5 to 10 is going to be even more incredible. So thank you very much for coming along today and spending some time and sharing what you see as the future of Rotary, but also, I suppose, to talk a little bit about your journey in terms of becoming a district governor and seeing how that's transpired for you, and encourage obviously somebody else to want to step up and take that role.
It's very exciting. Yes, I'm about 2/3 of my way, 3/4 of the way through my DGN year, and this year has been amazing. To go and visit clubs, projects, to learn so much more about what we're doing. It's much bigger than anybody thinks, and to be in this role and know that you're not alone. There's a whole team of people to help us doing this, so it's a fabulous opportunity for anybody who wants to take it up. So
wonderful. Thank you, Rotary.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Aniki. Okay. Now, as I promised earlier, we've some sensational nomination news to announce for the Ken Collins Award. We've had some amazing Rotarians nominated for this very prestigious statewide award that goes across both our districts here in WA, and I'm absolutely delighted to announce that 2 of the 3 finalists are from District 9455. Those nominees are the ebullient John Garland from the Perth Club and the irrepressible Gordon Hudson from the Scarborough Club. Well done to you both. They, along with David Barton from the Melville Club, have made it through to the final round, and will announce at the Centennial Gala Ball on April 23 the winner as recommended by our external panel of judges. We look forward to seeing you all there. So that brings us to the end of another DG Update. Before we sign off, however, it would be remiss of me not to call out Dean Fuller, our current District Board intern and cameraman, for his 1-year anniversary in Rotary, which is today. Dean was a pivotal member of the conference committee, and he will tell us all about it in a future DG Update. His year as intern has been quite a ride. Until next time, thanks for tuning in and stay safe.